Thing is, you have to think to I actually stopped looking at the timeline after 740 AD because they look at those fake Jews and think that they us. And just to be even more concise with you, if you will, I found a quote by a Egyptian president, the second Egyptian president. You know what he said? His name is Gamal Abdel Nasser. Gamal Abdel Nasser. What he said was this. He was the second Egyptian president of 1956. He said, wait, this guy, check me out. This guy came out on television and the radio in the 50s. He came out on television and in the radio on the 50s and stated this. He said, "You have left black." Talking to the current Jews right now, he said, "You have left black and returned white. You shall never be accepted, for you are imposters and shall never see peace." He was speaking about these European Jews, y'all. You know what I mean? And that is recorded in the book that's not even in print anymore. I actually found this quotation or whatever have you. I'm gonna put the website up there so y'all can get it. I want y'all to have all the resources I use to get this. I'm gonna put it all on in my more tab. It says, but the his book is How the Hebrews Became Jews by José V. Malcioln. Malcioln, yeah. But anyway, you know, this guy here quoted that this president said that these current Jews, they left black but came back white. Are you serious? You know what I mean? Proof is coming out of the woodwork, y'all. We have our proof. Our history was not annihilated, y'all. It was lost. Now we found it. We have the guidelines that lead all the way to that lead all the way up to the migration in Ghana. That migration in Ghana was in the 10th century. You know what I mean? And not only that, but the between the 18th and the 19th century, the Arab slaves, traders, they went to exploring the west side, the western part of Ghana. And in the western part of Ghana, they looked and it was like, wow, these men are strong. These women, these men are this, these men are that. You know how they took us down, y'all? Let me be frank with you. You know how they took us down? The thing is this. They had guns. We didn't have guns. What good is my whipping when they got? What good is my spear when they got this gun that shoots? That's what my boy said in the in my documentary that I created. You know what I mean? He said, "What good is my spear when they got this gun that shoots?" So they got these little weak ass guns. I'm sorry, I'm mad now. They got these little weak ass guns and came at us with these guns and subdued us. They couldn't get close to us because we are the masters of martial arts. You know what I mean? We are the creators of martial arts. We knew how to combat closely. We knew how to combat well closely. You know what I mean? But the Lord, He turned His back on us because of our ignorant sins. You know what I mean? But now that we have the timeline, I'm going to put the whole thing in the more tab. Y'all can go and get that thing. I'm telling you, that it all makes perfect sense. Because right after our exile, we dwelt in the land. This is all in the 10th century. Everything is happening in the 10th century here. You know what I mean? And we thrived. Of course, you know, we got sexual urges, so we multiplied. You know what I mean? In the fact that we multiplied, we started migrating to the western portions of Ghana, because I got that out of Ghanan history. You know what I mean? Some of our Hebrew Israelite brothers still are in Ghana. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I sit there and I pulled out the numbers, I got the numbers, boom. You know what I mean? So we have the connection to Israel right there in Ghana, because Ghana, I can stop at Ghana because that's where the slave trade started. And that's how you get Africans selling other Africans into slavery, because the Europeans sold the Hamites that was there 3,000 to 4,000 years before we got there. They sold them guns and they subdued us. You know what I mean? Because they wanted black slaves. How does it go? First in, first out? You know what I mean? Well, last in, first out. You know? So the thing is, we were the last ones to get into that land, so we were the first ones to be consulted to leave that land. See, they got together with these Africans. They got together with the Arabian people. And they got rid of us, y'all. They cut us off from being a people. What is it? Psalms chapter 83 verse 4. You know what I mean? They did that thing. Our history is 100% perfect. You know what I mean? So boom. Oh, they getting ready to vote this healthcare bill or whatever have you. I'm gonna watch this thing to see if it pass, and if it pass, y'all know we got one more step. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's one more step, you know, because if it passed next week might be something or whatever have you. But we as a people, y'all, must rise. We have our history. It is undoubtedly a fact that this historical timeline, you all can get your research, connects us to Israel. We never returned to Israel. The ones who returned were the ones who this second president of Egypt, he sit here and said that we left black, y'all, and somehow we returned white. He said they'll never be accepted, them damn imposters, and they shall never see peace. You know, they give us out. You know, you are some damn imposters, and you have deceived the world. But lo, in due time, they will worship at our feet, Israel. So we have the facts. We have the timeline. You know what I mean? I'm going to post it in the more. Check me out. You know what I mean? It's time for us to rise up in our authority now. Let's be who we are. They can't deny it now. We have the timeline. We have the biblical prophecies. You know what I mean? What else? We have everything that we need. You know, we have the history. In my video, I done gave you forensic evidence. I gave you not really but you know, I put together forensic evidence. I put together archaeological evidence. I put together for you historical evidence, even with this timeline. You know what I mean? And whatever. You know, we have all the evidence that we need. You know, come on with it. Let's rise, Israel. Because it's been proven we are the chosen people of God. We are Yashuala. You know? So let it be. And let's rise up as kings, as we ought. You know what I mean? As we should have been risen up. Well, not really should have been, because we got 400 years, which is at least two years or so from now. You know what I mean? But we will rise up. And if it be so, according to the word of God, he said, I shall shorten those days for the sake of the elect. So we don't know when we're going to rise up, because the Lord might shorten these days. You know what I mean? We might be rising up next year, 2010. You know what I mean? Because this healthcare bill getting ready to pass, and I hope they pass it. The second they do, you know what I mean? They're going to get done whatever they need to get done, and we're going to get done whatever we need to get done. Oh, happy shall they be who dashed their little one's head against the pavement. Oh, happy shall we be. Y'all, the timeline is in the more. Check me out. Shalom.
Freedom, we need freedom, 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 we need freedom, freedom, freedom.